Why not get a moral? Let's do it tonight. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Magnify, where we shed light on the good, the bad, the ugly, and the amazing. All right, today I'll be reacting to Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 4. Apparently, crazy things happen. I'm looking forward to seeing what they might be. So, without much ado, let's go. Let's get it.
I threw up all night.
Is pregnancy sickness not associated with the morning? What is it? My housekeeper said that. Look, your sister has a corner.
I have
Lord Zeppelin.
so that you might continue to enjoy nature from your windowsill.
Thank you. She must have blackmailed him.
Or trapped him in a closet.
She thinks she used the potion.
She is Colin Bridgerton's help. Many people do much worse to be connected to the Bridgertons. I shall have to pick up Mr. Bridgerton's mantle of assistance.
What you talking?
My other daughters just happened to drop by and they wish to say good day.
Oh,
Good day.
Good day.
We're so pleased to have you.
so smug. I love it.
Is there a reason you like that window so much?
Oh,
Is
what
the
a thoughtful
setting
question.
particularly comfortable?
But I have grown rather tired of it. And I'm very glad to be here with you.
I mean, honestly, it seems like you're glad to be with him because you see him as an escape, not because you really, truly, genuinely like him. And I'm not gonna hold you like my blue-eyed, blonde hair, sweet, sensitive baby Lord Debbie, who's still gonna run and throw his body over yours to protect you. He deserves better, Pen. Damn. Colin's not so secret diary.
When you were asking about friendship and whether it can blossom into love, is there something you wished to discuss with me?
Talk to your mama, man. She wise. And you have the blessing of having a mother who's both compassionate, understanding, and who understands you. There are lots of parents who are operating under misapprehensions of who their children are or what their children want. Violet Bridgerton actually sees her children really clearly. Talk to your mama. Dear God. Also, it must be nice to be part of like such a as good a family as the Bridgertons. Like, it's like they're picture perfect. And even though I know they're not, like they're real, like they have their problems, like, you know, your dad was a viscount, the family is well off, their house is large, you're dressed in nice clothes, you've got like 3 boys, 4 boys, 5 boys, 2 girls. Like, it's so sweet, you know?
That is kind of you, Mother. But it was purely a speculative question. I simply want the best for Francesca.
What's wrong with you people? You have good mothers, you're not making use of them. Your mama, oh, the way they be dismissing Violet Bridgerton, like they don't understand the treasure that they have. Oh my God.
I will.
What is the primary... You're my solicitor.
Benedict.
Although whether you remain so depends on what you say next.
I shall return. Things in order.
Fired.
Is it our minds? Or our hearts?
Throw away the flowers. Bro, chill. Okay, chill. There's room for romance.
Well, I ought not dispute it, for I've heard you claim so these past 10 years.
It's a lovely drawing room. Not the servants laughing.
Splendid. But before you consume all the mirth in the room, you must tell us.
So
What do we
before
owe
you
the
suck up all the
pleasure
air.
of your return to London?
You must forgive me.
Said, why you
for
here?
performing.
And thus you are free to meet with as many ladies as you might like.
Oh my God. I've never seen someone so politely tell another person to go F themselves before. If that could be done solely through expression, that's what that looked like. What did you do to
The
her?
heart and head are in conflict.
Don't tell me this the dude who married her off to that old man. Look, if this is the dude who married her off to the old man, we don't want him. We don't want him. And he doesn't deserve Violet Bridgerton. Oh my god.
Is Her Majesty Queen
The
Charlotte,
doggy.
after their meeting,
Look at this dude just having fun playing with the dog.
poised to become the new Marquis Samadani?
She lavishes you with praise, Your Majesty.
You can read that?
From all the way back there.
With much practice, anything is possible.
Then I am pleased we are so well. Step another pace backwards. You read me too well.
That is the cake. I believe it is called millefeuille. Our cook has to be exactly to his standard.
Yo, she didn't even look away though. The aim.
There is a caller here.
Yes, bring him in.
She likes love so much. Hey, yo! What's good? Okay.
Lord Samadani, welcome. Our cook has prepared some millefeuille in anticipation of your arrival.
That was very nicely well done. You know what I'm saying? You said that well. You said me for it, like everything was perfect. That's not Lord Samadani though.
Samadani, please forgive us for the error.
Oh, the error is mine, I'm certain.
Actually, interestingly enough, the error was because of how pleased Francesca looked to see him. As well as the fact that, of course, who else were they expecting?
Your daughters, if I may.
Relax, Eloise, relax. Ain't nobody looking for you.
Francesca. John Sterling.
I'm sorry, I'm
Earl
sorry.
of Kilmartin.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is mine.
Okay.
Lord Kilmartin.
This is what she looks like when she's happy, okay?
But have not had the opportunity for a formal introduction.
I see.
May I join you a moment?
She really does
I
see.
should like that.
She's smiling with all her teeth and everything. Violet said, what the? I love this relationship. I love this relationship so fucking much. I can't tell you how much I love it. Oh, he gave her a little up and down.
She does not speak to him. I am in awe.
Not everything
I don't
needs
know how to use
words.
wit or banter to dissuade a suitor, but simple silence is radically more effective.
Perhaps they are enjoying themselves.
But how will they know each other if they do not speak?
We're introverts. We know how to know people. In fact, we have difficulty not knowing people because everyone wants to tell us everything because we're so good at listening. It's fine. When they decide they want to speak, they're going to be excellent at knowing each other. To be in the presence of another human being without expectation, without the need to be entertaining or funny or witty or anything, to just be able to exist in another person's presence and have that be enough is the most beautiful, underrated freaking thing in a world that is so loud and where people never stop talking. So I vibe with him. I rock with him. I fucks with him. You understand what I'm saying? And we'll all be silent.
And he comes to call without having had a formal introduction first.
And Louise said, never mind that.
There is another caller here, my lady. Lord Samadani, for Miss Francesca.
Miss Bridgerton, and you must be Miss Hyacinth, I presume?
He knows all her siblings. Interesting.
How dashing.
Miss Francesca, it's a pleasure to see you.
Good day, Lord Samadani.
I mean, he ain't alright, you know what I'm saying? He alright. He ain't no John, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't no silent white knight, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no sparkling gem in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no parting of the waves. So you can walk on dry ground, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no shooting star across a night sky. He alright. He alright. He's as common as the brightness of the sun. You know what I'm saying? He's just there. You know what I'm saying? He's shining and everything, you know what I'm saying? But he also every day. You know what I'm saying? How many times do you meet a person who you don't have to do anything with to enjoy being around?
Good day.
Oh.
Oh, they didn't even offer him something to eat. I just realized. He's sweet enough, but like Francesca was looking at that man like he was a pastry. Francesca was looking at that man like, you yummy. Oh no. Listen, just go get your man. Go get your man. Don't even waste our time. Just go get him.
Third Lord to suggest that you must give up the club.
It seems that every member of the town has had something to say on the matter.
Ignore them. It ain't none of their business.
All out of alleged concern.
They're just trying to control you.
Insincere at best, but
Give up all that we have built.
was it not you who proclaimed that we should embrace all that we have now?
Baby. For real though. Like, this thing is so freaking new. You got all this wealth just because they believe that your son was the closest relation to the person who died. What happens if a week from now, a month from now, God forbid, even a year from now, they roll up and they're like, oh, actually, there's some nephew, some cousin, some something, something who is closer than your son. You're gonna lose it all. Like, I feel like you should embrace it, but you can't be cutting all ties to your life just yet. Like, keep the club for a year, 2 years. Let the dust settle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I picked that up from. I can't seem to shake it. So now everything is just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Why burden yourself with a business that will only cause further confusion?
Because you cannot let them dictate your life. Once they have dictated the club, they will keep dictating things. They do not have the right. So don't let them.
I'm not the one who is confused.
Oh!
I'm keeping my club.
Oh! So pretty. Oh. Grand. Must be nice. In a rich man's world. Money, money, money. Ain't it funny? In a rich man's world. All the things I could do if I had a little money. Ain't it funny? In a rich man's world. His drawing room is crazy. Everything is like, is either gold plated or like gold gilded, like gold edged. It's crazy. It's so good. Aren't you looking sweet? You're looking like a baby doll. Bitch! Did you just slap my book closed?
You must think only of Lord Devlin today.
What? What happened to you're the one who's gonna take care of me when I'm old? Oh, you're trying to use her as security in case your daughters don't get their son so that you feast on Lord Devlin's will through her? You must be crazy. You must be crazy. After the way you treated this girl, you must be high. You must be smoking. You must be drunk.
Well, let him tell you about it. Men love to explain the world to us. If we've already explained it to ourselves through reading, then they will feel superfluous and unmanned.
Good afternoon, ladies.
You know it's low-key true. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Tiki tinkle. Just tiki tinkle. Oh, his eyes.
Would you be so kind as to explain?
It's funny. He picks up on social cues so well. He knows the mama is full of BS, but he doesn't call her out on it because he knows, or he gives Penelope the benefit of the doubt that says that she can see it happening as well.
I find books so captivating. I have a collection of over 1,000 myself.
Do you read them? Or do you just keep them? Because those are two different things.
Nothing a book loves more than to be collected.
Hallelujah! Can all my book lovers give me an amen? Okay, we understand. If you understand, you understand.
Yes, quite.
She's looking for her boo thing. Low-key, I'm not gonna hold you. Colin is irritating me with all the looking. If you want her, go and get her.
If you want him, come and claim him. I do not know that anyone in this entire library has in fact read a book through to the end.
Oh, Cressida.
Perhaps mine will be in the collection. The tragedy of a spinster whose father is now promising to marry her to one of his aged friends.
Sounds like German.
What is wrong with people? Like, her dad is actually looking at the situation like, yeah, that's a good idea. The fuck?
We are in pursuit of some revelry.
You are in pursuit of how to not be a douchebag. You haven't found it yet, but hell, eventually.
I think I shall accompany you.
Ah! He joins the douchebags. I see. God forbid you stand on your own 2 feet, Colin. Look at him. If you hear me cussing out Colin in this season, just know that I was very sweet to him in Bridgerton season 1 and season 2. I don't know who this monster is. I don't like him.
I could use a little revelry myself.
Ugh.
You looking for someone, Miss Featherington?
If you cannot appreciate the gorgeousness and the emotional maturity that is before you, I pray leave him for those who can. Why do people do this? Why do people have unresolved situations and they don't just resolve it? They think, oh, I can just pretend like this doesn't exist and move on. In the history of ever, has that worked for anyone? If you know that you low-key like someone, please deal with your stuff. Instead of going to get someone else pulled into your mess and then you cheating and then you run around and you kissing up on people. Stop it. Stop it. If you like someone, finish that. Resolve that. Be done with that. Don't be gazing at that across rooms. And then try starting something new.
Only taking in all the books.
Lies.
Love.
And what is it about those stories that interests you?
He never mocks her. He never makes light of what she likes. I think I told you once that Lord Debling, the beautiful thing about him is that he's the kind of person that allows you to fully and completely be yourself. And then he treats yourself, your actual self, as if it is the most beautiful thing that he has seen because it is precious in its uniqueness. Lord Debling is like a one-of-a-kind diamond. Penelope, please, if you want Colin, go and take him. Go and take him. If you mess around with Debling, I will not forgive you. I will not forget. I will not.
They are histories of connection, of hope for a better life. Does that make me sound terribly vapid?
How? That's so deep.
Are there any novels in which the man goes travelling for a very long time and his wife is happy to stay behind tending the estate? I suppose that would not be a book with much sentiment, would it?
Nah, kitty.
We'd have to ask her mother.
I see. And if her mother gave her blessing?
Because he already knows. This gold digger for to give her a blessing. He already knows.
Do you think she would say yes?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want her to say yes. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Why are you standing in front of a man, leading him to believe that he's courting you, and then you're looking across the room at another man because you don't want the first man, you don't want your mom to say yes to the first man because you actually wish you were marrying the second man? What sort of nonsense is that? If it was about, oh, I have to get married at all costs, you might as well have just told Colin, hey, can we act like we're getting married, and see if he'll help you out. If that's not something you could ask of a friend, you might as well have tried being honest. You kissed him, for crying out loud. I don't, what, Please be honest with your feelings. Why? It makes things simple. You say it, you get rejected. You say it, you get accepted. But either way, it is a TED, and then we are done. What is all this?
I think you would have to read the book.
He doesn't deserve this. Go away. Who are you smiling at? Hey, yo, quick question. Quick question, though. Just quick question. So if Penelope, had been rolling around town with like some two honey boo bae type guys, having a little bit of fun, how you think Colin will feel about that, number one? And number two, so he's single, technically, hypothetically, he's single, but if she was technically, hypothetically single, and she was running around with like some 2-3 guys, suddenly, oh, I would hate to see her like that. I don't want my woman to be running around like that. But it's okay for you to soil yourself with everything that moves, and then someone is supposed to accept you and be happy that you're their partner, but you don't want the same being done to you? Okay. I see. That's interesting.
So you would prefer to watch? You have already paid.
Oh. Prostitutes. It's funny. Honestly. Like, to all the guys out there, genuine comment. Would you want a partner that does the same things that you do? Truly. I'm curious.
Me for a first dance this time.
Oh, something tells me he will. But if that interest is not shared, then...
I like how she always checks her enthusiasm to make sure that what she desires for her children is actually what they want. It's so rare. So many parents are out here trying to mold children in their image. Violet Bridgerton is such a beautiful example of motherhood and womanhood. It's crazy. Yo.
There is Lord Kilmartin. Do you know his family?
Oh, not well. They're rather reserved bunch, known to keep to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interested in him?
Mm-hmm.
I do not often attend society events unless I'm required to by the rules of good manners.
But, will you show up for her, though, my G? For the record, I'm the kind of introvert that likes to stay at home, but I'm also perfectly happy to have friends dragging me to things I actually like to do. Rock climbing, laser tag, go-karting, skating, arcades, carnivals, parties, but house parties where people actually play board games and shit. That's what I like. I'm perfectly happy to go out to those things. I can't stay at home all the time.
And so, are you stopping to speak with us just to be polite?
Is this how you flirt?
I believe you stopped me.
It's like when you bite into a lemon and it's just, oh my God. Oh Lord. My dear man, acquire game forthwith, please. He said, I didn't choose to talk to you at all. You talking to me. Okay then. He's right.
Just as you think you are starting to comprehend the melody, the song is over. A song like this would be far sweeter if it were played in 3/4, so one could, in fact, feel the music.
She's talking about social interactions, and just when you think you understand a connection that you're having with another human being, suddenly things become confusing and muddled. And her desire to slow everything down to a point or a pace where she could understand, everything that passes between people. Facts.
That is helpful. If you'll excuse me.
You are leaving her in the streets? I mean, I know she had another caller, but she a fine woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can expect no one to be interested in her but you. Dear sir, where art thou? Is somebody dying? I hope a member of your family is dying. If a member of your family is not dying, this is disrespectful. Oh.
To answer your question, no. I'm not interested in him.
Oh, she feels so embarrassed and humiliated because she liked him and she went out of her way to show him that she liked him, and he seems to utterly disregard it. Well, disregard her. I don't know which fire to put out first. Everything is on fire. Oh God, Cressida. It's so crazy. They look so alike that you can almost imagine the woman that Cressida will be in like 20, 30 years if she does become a spinster. But the thing is that if she allows them to force her into the life that they're trying to push her into, she's going to look like that. She's going to look like her mom. She's going to look like somebody unfulfilled and trapped and burdened by the arbitrary whims of an immature husband who uses his position as a provider to dominate and control instead of to provide and protect. Look at their house. Gloomy. Cressida is the only spot of color, but notice that her dress is only a couple of shades lighter than her mom's. If she lets society push her down the path that is trying to push her down, this is what she will turn into. Cressida, baby, you got to escape.
A visitor for Miss Cowper, milady.
Her mother's flowers are all wilted, bruh.
What a welcoming home you have.
Lies.
It is like a museum.
You know, a museum is meant to preserve old things, dead things, past things. It's not a place where people live. It's locked in the past.
Bridgerton, I do not believe I've ever had a friend call to the house before. Truly, I cannot blame anyone.
Miss Bridgerton, if I may speak to my daughter.
No, but feel free to trip your ass down a flight of stairs. Men like you are what is wrong with the world. And whether it's in Bridgerton, whether it's in the past, it's in the future, men who only know how to impose their will, don't know how to care for, don't know how to nurture, don't know how to cultivate, don't know how to teach, don't know how to lead, don't know how to be a man, but think that just because you have money gives you the right to dictate somebody else's life, you are what is wrong with society. Get out of my face. I low-key hope you... That's too much. That's too much. I hope you trip your way down a set of stairs. Though. I hope you break your hip.
Alone?
Of course.
Hope you get run over by a horse and carriage.
My bear leader looked the other way while we became acquainted. For 6 months straight, all over the peninsula.
Like, that's all I'm asking. Like, would you want to marry you? Would you want to be the boyfriend to the female version of you? Like, if the way you talk about the other sex and your relations with the other sex, if you met a woman who was doing the exact same thing, would you want to be with that? And don't tell me, oh, men and women are different. No. The double standard is just hypocritical. Stop. Right? If your answer is yes, rock on, vibe on. And if your answer is no, then you need to take a close look at how you're walking through the world, bruh.
Young woman who made my time in the French Quarter.
If you wouldn't want you, there's a problem.
Much to offer upstairs.
And I do not mean her mind.
What about you, Bridgerton?
It's like he's just woken up and he's asking himself, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? They're assholes.
Yes, but you did not give details.
Well, a gentleman must keep some things to himself.
My friend, you cannot pretend to be a gentleman and this is the company you keep. Right? Bad company corrupts good character. A gentleman doesn't walk around with people like this, doesn't conduct himself like this. It's either you want to be a gentleman or you don't. But don't be doing this half-half thing and then you're like, well, a gentleman, this education. Just shut up. Either you be a gentleman and you find yourself some better friends, or accept what you are and stop pretending. Want to be walking around, rolling around in filth, then a gentleman.
Oh, come now. I do not see a gentleman amongst us.
Thank you. The douchebag is the only person being honest. Jesus calling.
I concur with you there. It's imposed on us to remain cavalier about the one thing in life that holds genuine meaning.
Forgive me, my love, but no one is imposing much on you. In fact, if I am correct, according to your society, it's actually low-key kind of expected that you conduct yourself in a chaste and modest manner. That is, ergo, a gentleman. You have gone on a frolic of your own. Don't say society forced me. In 21st century society, there might be a little bit more of an expectation that a man knows his way around a woman and knows what he's doing in bed. There might be a little bit more of a fear that if I'm not seen to be sexually or to have sexual prowess, I'm going to be laughed at, I'm going to be rejected. So even today, there might be a little bit more of a burden, right? Because so many people are aware about sex, we all have such a intimate knowledge of what goes into the process, and we have so many depictions of what good sex supposedly is and what bad sex supposedly is. Suddenly there's so much pressure to align with what is good and what is not bad, right? Today there might be quite a bit of a pressure on young men, but you all time, nigga, please.
Do you not find it lonely?
Be it, Matt. Come on now. I ain't do it, I'll chair for you.
Miss Featherington.
What? She said no? Why?
Did you give it?
Of course I did.
And that was a little bit of a strange interaction. What was up? I thought something went wrong.
Mama, I have not said yes yet.
Stop playing. Penelope, stop playing. Stuff like this is what makes me get irritated. Stop playing. I have not said yes yet. What do you think all of this is? Him quoting you, him asking what you think your mother will say to his proposal. You make the man take all these steps, propose, and then you're like, I have not said yes yet. Then what are you doing? Especially since you know you don't want to say yes. I saw you just about to have a panic attack. Why don't people just take 2 seconds to internally reflect and have self-awareness? You know you don't want to marry the man. Why are you wasting his time? What is that?
Lord Dabbling is a bird in the hand, and a very fine bird at that. Do not become what more could you want?
It's fine to want more. Life has taught me through a series of increasingly painful occasions that you actually are meant to follow your heart. Like literally, Mulan's Be True to Your Heart. If you actually understand the meaning of that song and you follow it, even when you go wrong, you will not go far wrong. The Alchemist teaches that where your heart is, there your treasure is also, and that's actually supported by scripture if you happen to be Christian or to believe in like the Bible, right? So when you follow your heart in matters, whether it's career, whether it's in choosing your subjects, whether it's in who you're dating, whether it's in who you're marrying, if there's a reason why your heart is not in something, don't waste time second guessing. Don't waste time trying to convince yourself to want the thing you think makes sense to want. Just accept that your heart says no and then figure out what your heart is saying yes to. Because 9 out of 10 times, if not 10 out of 10 times, the thing that your heart is pointing you towards, on the surface, it doesn't seem intelligent, it doesn't seem doable, it seems like you're overreaching, it seems like it's more trouble than it's worth. But when you settle for the thing that you thought was reasonable or made sense, was achievable, you find that you're not satisfied. And you might as well have gone for the thing that was hard and that was difficult and that seemed illogical, because if you fail, well, then you fail. You tried. But if you succeed, 9 times out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 times, you'll find yourself far happier with the thing that was within your heart to do than the thing you forced yourself to do because you thought it made logical sense, right? Every human being must be true to themselves. And part of being true to yourself is recognizing when a situation isn't working for you, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whatever, and then moving accordingly. Things like marriage, it gets a bit tricky because I'm not talking about base emotion, right? Base emotion changes all the time. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm fearful, I'm anxious. Emotion shifts. Oh, I think I'm attracted to you, I think I'm not. Emotion shifts. But when I talk about the heart, I'm talking about deeper things. I don't know if you've ever experienced it. If you have, put it in the comments. I'm talking about this general sense of knowing, of like purpose, this general understanding that comes as part of how you are made. You know, the reason why you prefer writing to maths or science to art, or the reason why you want to dance instead of play music. That inner you, that's what I'm talking about. If you chase emotions, sometimes you're going to get in trouble. So the tricky part becomes, is this an emotion or is this my heart? And usually when it's your heart, it's a sustained period of time. When it's your heart, it's not going to shift. You know what I'm saying? It's usually going to be that thing until you achieve that thing, and then your heart focuses on something else, or your heart is satisfied by that thing, and so the call for that thing is no longer there, right? That's what I know anyway.
Oh, don't tell me you're holding out for love.
Of course.
Love is make-believe. It's only in your storybooks.
Lies.
Do you know what is romantic? Security.
Boo. Security is important. Often people get married and they find that their relationship doesn't have the chance to build the foundation it needs for like a long marriage, because things like financial instability or financial insecurity chip away at the relationship. If you're stressed, you're tense, you're fearful, you're scared, you're not going to be able to just enjoy your partner, get to know them, build that sense of trust and intimacy. You're going to be arguing, you're going to be fighting, you're going to be reacting. Right? And so security is important to any relationship, but security is important when there's a foundation of love.
Be smart, Penelope.
No. Follow your heart.
Oh, you do not look well. Was it you I heard lumbering in the hallway late last night?
I am...
Bitch, raise your voice at your mama. Raise your voice at Violet Bridgerton and see what happens. Just because you don't have the ability to think through your thoughts and feelings and come to a resolution like an adult is no reason for you to be pouring your crap out on anybody. Disrespect your mama and see what happens. You're testing me, Colin. You're testing me.
But living to please others? I imagine it can be wearying at times, painful, that the armor does not rust and set so that you might never be able to take it off.
Hey, even the way she didn't even get mad. That's a mama, though. That's crazy. Violet Bridgerton is astounding. Get out of my face, Colin. I ain't your mama. Oh, it's like you.
Bottle weary. Forgive me for lashing out. I should simply like to rest this evening.
I should simply like you to have the courage to be honest with yourself. I love Violet Bridgerton so much. I love Violet Bridgerton. Oh my god.
So I hear Penelope may be getting a proposal tonight.
That is rather quick.
Likely because of your help.
Yo, why do I feel like she stuck a knife in him and she twisted it low-key with a smile? Oh my god, I feel like she knew what she was doing there.
I do hope you feel better.
The ice. She said nonsense. You don't know I gave birth to you? Get your head out of your ass. Let's go. Oh, you're lovely too. Black Swan? the swans moving in the wind. Oh my God. Okay, I see you. Hey, no, hold on. Loki, that looks like one of those Christmas lights that you plug in somewhere, but they didn't have like electricity, right? What is
This little
powering
love
that?
play will inspire.
She got her eyes like, what do you think y'all looking at? I understand that part of it is the society, because the society teaches women that they can't make the first move, they can't have agency, so it's always on the men to sort of advance. I understand that that's part of what I'm seeing, just for the benefit of any woman who's watching the 21st century. Not necessarily that you should go after a man, because I think there's value when a man seeks you, whether they're able to admit it or not. A lot of men actually tend to, number one, enjoy the chase, and number two, sort of tend to value more when they've had to work to achieve something than when it's given to them for free, which is just human nature, actually, right? Basic. So I'm not saying go throw yourself at any man, let yourself be used, let yourself be abused, but be frank. You understand? Be honest. Like, if you like a man and he's like making moves, don't, can I take you out on a date? Yes. Don't play games. That's what I'm saying. Know yourself. Know what you want. And then align yourself with that goal. Like,
Lady Bridgerton.
Lord Anderson. Oh, thank you, but I have...
yeah, I'm not sure I trust this guy because of Lady Danbury's reaction to him. She strikes me as a very pretty level-headed lady. So if she dislikes him as intensely, I feel like he did something. So I don't like you for Violet Bridgerton. I don't trust you.
You do not know that about her?
We are becoming reacquainted.
He was about to say we are estranged.
My own marriage was not a love match, and admittedly not very passionate in the beginning. But I became...
Violet blinked her eyes like, nigga, you said what? Bitch, you said what? Not a love match. It's like the worst thing you could say to her.
I'm very fond of her. We were happy until the day she died.
I am so sorry for your loss.
You have my deepest sympathies.
Thoughtful.
The door to a friendlier alliance between the gossiper and the crown.
I dare say it very much has.
Did you enjoy the ballet, Mr. Bridgerton?
Very much. So much so, I wonder if I've missed my calling as a dancer.
The fact that he had to specify that is wild. It should have been obvious.
I apologize for my father.
And I apologize that he is a bloody fool.
I understand how my activities may appear rather rakish, but I assure you, they are pure of heart.
And is your heart located in your breeches?
He keeps giving the most intense, direct eye contact. Like, bruh, relax. Why are you looking into my eyes like that? He stepped forward just to literally stare into her eyes. That's crazy.
Miss Francesca. I am not a man of many words. And the words I do have, I'm afraid they're not very good. But I do believe in the power of a gesture.
Miss Francesca, I brought you some lemonade.
Lord Kilmartin.
What is happening?
You have entered the turbulent sea of a young woman's heart.
She is not drinking the lemonade.
What kind of expression is that? Like she smells something bad.
Mama said it is a clear pregnancy sign.
Is it?
Girl.
Though this time we are going drinking at White's instead of that dreadful Mondrich bar.
Excuse me.
Is everything all right, Miss Featherington? It may be difficult to make more space. But I am very glad that you are someone who seems to have such a full life.
This isn't really the person for someone who's looking for love. This is the person for someone who maybe has been in love, has lost their love, and just wants to have a nice, comfortable life without being burdened too much by another person trying to like control them. You know, that's the perfect match for him. Lady Danbury of a while ago would have been a pretty good match for him too, actually. Yeah. No, you though. Not you. You know, if we stop lying to ourselves and we stop doubting ourselves and the things that we want and the way that we are made, life will be a lot easier.
You look especially beautiful tonight, Miss Featherington.
Oh.
And can you imagine all the spare time there would be if we did not always have to think about marriage? The time we would have to read or exchange ideas or do anything that isn't entirely for the purpose of ensnaring a husband.
That is
Do you mind if I interrupt?
Oh,
It should only take a moment.
You are much too handsome for social ruin. I would be more than happy to finish your dance with you if we need a partner.
Oh, Cressida. Sure. Rub the potential embarrassment in his face. Why don't you? His smile looked like he was in pain.
Across the street from the Bridgerton house.
Directly.
I see.
I've made my...
Her seat, and how she loves the view. 'Cause she got to look out and see Colin.
I'm going to accept his proposal.
Instead of staring at her like a mumu, this is when you say, I like you. I will like the opportunity to court you as well. Please give me 2 days before you make your decision. I think we have something special. Apparently, I have to write it out for you. Because right now, you are still looking at her like a mumu. Oh my God.
Thank you for the dance, Miss Cowper.
Hey, go take your woman.
I said I would help you find a husband, but I cannot stand by and watch you make a mistake.
The only mistake was me ever asking for your help in the first place. Colin Bridgerton would never, ever have feelings for me. It is laughable to think as much. We are friends. Nothing more.
But would you like it to be more?
It's not a possibility.
So you're settling for him? You think I'm the thing that you settle for? You think I'm not the thing that you want, but I'm the thing that is good enough? Go away. I don't know a single person who actually wants to be settled for. Go away.
I did not ask if it was a possibility. I asked if you would like it to be.
Hey, Lord Devlin. Lord Devlin, put some bass in your voice. Put some steel in your voice. Okay. I respect it. Let's go.
Miss Featherington, with the amount of time I will be gone, it is essential I make a match with someone whose affections are not already engaged elsewhere.
Because she be cheating on you and giving you kids that ain't yours.
Whatever it is you are searching for, I do hope you find it.
A gentleman to the end. Good evening, sir.
Do I only matter to you if I have a Lord's engagement ring on my finger?
Of course, Penelope. You already know that. Come on.
I am pregnant. I think.
Oh wow, is she actually torn? Well, maybe there's hope for her yet.
Penelope, let me in.
It would have been fun to see him trying to chase after her, actually, but okay.
What do you want?
Did Lord Devlin propose?
You see, you are asking nonsensical questions instead of just to say the thing that you are supposed to say. What is it your business if he proposed or did not propose? Your own is Penelope. I think I like you. That's all your own is.
What business is that of yours?
I need to know. It is my business because I care about you. You cannot marry that.
You're sounding like a broken record, and you're starting to piss me off. Say why.
I have spent so long trying to feel less, trying to be the kind of man society expects me to be. And for a moment...
Are you saying that society does not expect you to be the kind of man that could be with her? Well, what are you trying to say is wrong with her? I don't know why I started to speak in this accent. You see, Colin just brought it out of me. And now that I've started to speak like this, I don't know how to not speak like this. But as long as I don't even know if my language, I don't even know if my accent is a French accent or a Nigerian accent. At this point, the accent is gone. My question is, what are you trying to say?
Feelings like dreaming of you when I'm asleep, and in fact preferring sleep because that is where I might find you. A feeling that is like torture, but one which I cannot, will not, do not want to give up.
Please. Do not say things you do not mean.
But I do.
Please, 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 please come out of your trauma. The man is kneeling in a carriage. How much more do you want him to mean? What again? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
It is everything I have wanted to say to you for weeks.
We've been doing this dance for weeks? Go. Leave the carriage. Go. I don't accept you. Go. You stood there for weeks and let things build to the point where she almost married another man before you could just say this. Oh, we know we might not get up tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Hey, maybe you should think about this. Putting those skills you learned abroad to good use. Okay, I see you.
Colin,
What?
we're at your house.
Oh God. Could the carriage driver not keep on driving? Penelope Featherington, are you going to marry me or not?
I mean, low-key, you just realized that you liked her, and it's now are you going to you don't want to court her for a minute, see if your temperament actually matches her temperament. You just want to, okay. I don't know if this is the reaction you guys want, but okay. I want to be swept up by the romance. I want to be like, woo, but some of this is so if people do this anyway, which is why we have so many messes, but it's crazy. It's immaturity and it's being peddled as romance, and part of me is just like, nah. He pissed me off so much that when the big moment came, I was just like, I don't even care. I don't even care at this point. I don't even care. I'm not invested in your happiness. Penelope 2 out there doing stupid stuff. I'm not invested in your happiness at this point. I miss Daphne. I miss the Duke. On a more serious note, that was awesome though. Like, we finally get there. He's asked her to marry him. Woohoo! Maybe episode 5 they pull their stuff together and we see what's up. Okay, but for now, this has been my reaction to Bridgerton season 1 episode 4. If you have enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and leave a comment, tell me what you thought. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. Without much ado, I will see you all